Hello everyone, it's Laura here with L&B's Gardens and Blossoms. Today's video, I'm going to be putting this garden to bed. As you can see, what I need to do is take all of these summer bedding plants out, and then I'm going to replace them with all these winter bedding. And I've grown all these from seed, so I'll be planting them today. And then what I also want to do is go around with some weed and feed, autumn weed and feed. And then, yeah, that'll be job done. I'll empty these two tubs out here as well. Got Bailey over there. So yeah, that's about it. I need to do the back as well, but all that I'll be doing is grass cutting, so I don't think I'll film that. But yeah, I've got to pull out all these as well. And yeah, so this garden will be basically put to bed. Probably it for the end of the season. But what I will probably try and do, if the weather doesn't turn and I get a chance to, is come back and just scarify the lawns, and then that'll be it. But today it's going to be cutting the grass. I've already trimmed round, take out all these bedding, replace them with the winter bedding or spring bedding, because some of these will flower in the spring, and then go over with some autumn weed and feed. But I reckon this will probably take me a few hours because it's quite a big job. Right, I better carry on. I'll speak to you all in a bit. Bye. These summer bedding plants that you can see me digging out, I did film actually planting them earlier on in the year, so what I'll do, if you're interested in seeing that video, I'll link it up on the corner of the screen if you wanted to check it out. Right, I'll carry on with the video. Right, so that's pretty much all the bedding plants dug out. Just got to plant me winter bedding, which I'll sort that out. What you might notice in the video is that these winter flowers from, well, spring flowers from what I planted last year. And basically what they've done is they've seeded themselves, and they pretty much germinated. So what I'm going to do, rather than dig them out and throw them away, I'll just leave them in, and because they'll flower next year in the spring. So yeah, I've got a few fuchsias over there that I've dug out, and what I'm going to do is, instead of throwing them away, I'll plant them in pots when I get home, and I'll stick them in my greenhouse over the winter. And hopefully they'll be alright for next year. But knowing me, I'll probably forget that they're in the greenhouse, and I'll probably forget to water them, and they'll probably die off. Because I'm good like that, I'm good at forgetting things, so But yeah, that's what it looks like so far. So now I just need to figure out where I want these planting and then put some weed and feed down, then I'm pretty well finished. All right, I'll carry on. What I did do once I put this lawn treatment down, which I didn't actually film, I did leaf blow all around on the driveway and the pathways by the house, and also like the patio areas, of any excess treatment that ended up on there. Because what you don't want to happen is, if you do leave it on there, it does stain like the concrete and all that sort of stuff. So the best thing to do is, if you put any treatment down, just to give it a sweep up or leaf blow around, just to prevent that from happening. That's this garden finished. All the winter and spring bedding have been put in, and I've gone over with some weed and feed. I would like to try and get back in 2 or 3 weeks just to give the lawns a scarify, and then that'll be it for the season. But if I don't get a chance to come back and scarify the lawns because of the weather, then the garden's pretty well tidied. I won't need to bother with it until, well, next year sometime, which will be February, March time. Right, all I've got to do now is put all this back in my van, which the van's pretty much full as it is, so anyone want a game of Tetris? That's all the trays of plants that I put in. Got a bag of rubbish that I need to try and squeeze in my little van. Right, I'll probably film it as a bit of behind the scenes footage if you're interested. If not, then that'll be the end of the video, and I'll speak to you soon. Right, I best carry on. Bye. Okay, so that's everything in my van. Show you from the back. There you go. This is what it's like pretty much most of the time with me and gardening. I always seem to come home with more stuff. Right, thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll show you some before and after photos of this garden, and then that'll be it. Right, till the next time, bye.